Paul, let's talk about the markets in a couple of minutes. I mean, we had a conversation at the top of the programme as to how we seem to have been sort of sedated by all of this AI news and expectations of a soft landing, and therefore markets just seem to be able to power on upwards, or at least sideways, and not worry too much about the declining prospects for Fed rate cuts. What's your assessment of the mood in markets right now?
Yeah, well, I think that's certainly the engine room, Anna, but it does feel that there's a little bit more caution in the winds as well. You know, we seem to be finding it harder going to keep on setting new highs at the moment. And I think part of it is concern about kind of momentum and everything getting a little bit too frothy. In fact, I did a bit of research for this hit, and the use of the word froth or frothy or derivatives of it over the past week is the most that we've seen in a couple of years, since January a couple of years ago, which was at the start of a pretty big downtrend. Now, it's not the be-all and end-all sign that we're about to turn around, but it is a sign that there's a little bit more caution out there, and we're seeing that play out in some areas. India small caps most recently, the authorities were voicing concerns, and that dragged the market down pretty spectacularly. So watch out for more of those kinds of qualms.
Yeah, really interesting to see that retracement that we're seeing there on the India story, given how exciting it's been for many investors. The big focus later on, some of the data, retail sales at the US, PPI data out of the US. What are you going to be watching for, Paul?
Yeah, I think that everybody is worried about inflation still. We had the CPI print we got through. That didn't seem to have much of an effect. Immediately, everybody's on to PPI. Let's see what that tells us. Is it going to give us anything different in the story? You know, for all that, I think that, you know, everybody's pretty set on what the Fed is likely to be doing at the moment. So it's hard to see that in itself is going to give us a massive cause for concern. Get the Fed and the BOJ next week. Is going to be some excitement from the Asia side more than the US, probably.